Alright, so this video is going to be kind of all over the place. I'm going to be talking about Kim Goguen, and I'm also going to be talking about things going on with this channel and the Telegram, the live streams, things of that nature. So, first I want to talk about Kim Goguen, and I want to say that I haven't made really any new Kim Goguen videos. I made one video that wasn't even actually a video I made recently. It was an old video, but I put it up. Something I found on, I believe it was BitChute, and it was a video that somebody basically stole from me and put it on their channel. And I, found it. I decided to download it and post it on my channel, so you guys can see that video from my old channel. It was my original Kim Goguen video, the first video I ever made talking about her. And it's just something I wanted you guys to see, basically. But it wasn't anything new. It was old, right? It's like, what, a year and a half ago, I think, I made that video. And, yeah, so as far as new content on Kim Goguen, and the reason why I'm making this video is to let you guys know what I'm doing as far as Kim Goguen content besides other things with my channel. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, at least half or more than half of my subs are watching me just for Kim Goguen. And I appreciate that. I didn't really intend for this channel to be a Kim Goguen channel. I wanted this channel to be something where I talk about anything I want to talk about, anything that's going on in the world or the universe for that matter, and I speak the truth on that. That's what this channel's main idea was, or intent. I made my initial Kim Goguen videos on this channel to draw back some of the good people that I had on my old channel. On that old channel, I had maybe a quarter of the subs were Kim Goguen followers or viewers. And on this channel, it's a lot more. And that wasn't the intent, although I appreciate those viewers. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't want you guys here. I absolutely do. It's just that it does put, I guess, an expectation from the viewers that I'm going to make Kim Goguen content, right? Or I'm going to talk about her. And I understand that. So this month, as I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about in other videos, it's been an extremely difficult month. I started off the year, if you saw the live stream, the New Year's live stream, I was actually excited and ecstatic for this year. But it didn't turn out that way. It's just things don't always go as they're planned, right? That's just the way the universe works. They throw things at you. They want to see how you react, right? I reacted very poorly. I have not had a good 2023 so far. However, I'm trying not to let that stop me from making content. But what it has done is it has slowed me down on a lot of my research. It has stopped me from viewing Kim Goguen stuff. Not that I don't want to. It's just that I've had other things that have taken priority. But beginning tomorrow, I'm going to delve back into the things that I haven't seen. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I haven't seen anything that she has put out this month for the whole month of January. So I'm going to have to go back and watch all of that stuff, which I'm going to do. And I'm going to do like a series, I guess. Not a series, but I'm going to go like week by week, right? So the first week of January, second week of January, third week of January, fourth week, I'm going to go like that. And I'm going to cover whatever she talked about in those weeks. So you guys can, if you haven't kept up with what she's been doing, I'll update you on that. And I'll go week by week. I'll give my thoughts like I've done in my other videos. I'll write the key points down. I'll make little, I guess, notes or bullet points. And I'll address whatever I feel like it's important that she talked about, which is pretty much everything. But the main things that I want to talk about. So I'll highlight those. And I'll fill you guys in on that. Because I do feel a little bit on the obligation, just a little bit of an obligation to give you guys that, because that's what you guys mostly watch me for. If you look at my channel, most of my views are on Kim Goguen material. That's what you guys like. That's what you guys want me to talk about. And I understand that because she's a fascinating lady. She's somebody that is very important in this world and the things that she's doing for humanity. She's somebody to watch. She's somebody to get information from. She's interesting, right? When you compare her to all these other bozos out there, right? She's somebody that even if you don't believe what she's saying, she always drops some bombs of knowledge where you're like, wow, I didn't know that, or I didn't even think of that, or is that really going on? She at least makes you think about things, right? At the bare minimum. Because I do get a lot of haters that hate her and they're so angry. I don't know what you're so angry. If you don't believe what she says, then don't believe her. It's that simple. But if you do, then it is what it is. At the bare minimum, I agree with her message for humanity and what she's trying to do and how she's trying to help the world. That's the bare minimum that I have in terms of how I view her. But, I'm not saying that I agree with everything she says, but I do, for the most part, believe most of the things that she says. But I'm going to say this too. This is a big but because people need to understand this. That doesn't mean I can prove anything she says. I believe a lot of the things that she says, but it doesn't mean I have evidence or proof. Like some people get mad at me and they're like, well, why did she say this? Or why didn't this happen? I'm like, bro, I don't know. You need to ask her that. Why are you asking me? I'm just reporting what she said. That's all I'm doing. Because I feel it's important. Because if what she's saying is true, then people need to know. It's that simple. It's very important. And I try to cover the truth on this channel, right? The real truth. And what she says is very important if you believe it, right? If you don't believe it, then don't believe it. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm just telling you what I find to be believable or what I feel is the truth. And that's what I talk about, right? And again, if I say it on this channel, anything I've talked about, any subject, any story I've reported or whatever, and I've given my take, that's what I feel is the truth. If you don't like that, if you don't agree with that, then obviously you shouldn't be watching me, right? That's all I can say. I don't want to lose people, but if you don't like what I have to say on any given subject, then it is what it is. But you're not going to change my mind. I'm just going to tell you that. The reason why I make these videos is because this is what I believe. Now, I may discuss things with you or we may have a conversation about a certain subject, but for the most part, don't expect to change my mind, is what I'm trying to say. I'll listen to people, but I don't really take people's words as, I need to change my mind because this random person on the internet said this thing, right? That's just not how I work. I feel like 99.9% of the time, I know what I'm talking about. And if I don't, I watch all my videos over, so I'll go and correct myself. And I'll come back in another video and I'll say, well, I said this thing, but I was wrong about this or didn't happen this way or whatever. I don't need people to correct me. I can correct myself. But anyways, besides that, so I do want to talk about the Telegram and the live streams. I was supposed to have live streamed like last week. That didn't happen. And I did have the Telegram up. And I saw a lot of people were joining. Tracy Leanne, she was the moderator and she was doing a lot of work there. And I saw people chiming in and stuff like that. I had an issue with it and it got deleted, so I had to remake it. So I remade it and I'm going to repost the link in the community tab. So if you guys want to rejoin whoever was there, I apologize for the technical difficulty or whatever happened with the channel. But I'm going to repost it. I remade the group and Tracy Leanne is going to be running it pretty much. So that's how it's going to go. I'm going to let her do her thing like she was doing. And I did enjoy the conversations that everybody was having there. And if you want to come back, that would be great. I would love to have everybody back that was there. As far as the live streams, okay, live streams. That didn't happen because of certain things happening in my life, and I wasn't able to keep that commitment, unfortunately. And I apologize for that. But starting on the 8th, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. So basically, it's been delayed 2 weeks, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm sorry, that's just life. Life happens, right? But I do want to get on a consistent schedule for live streaming. That's something that I still want to do. But all in all, it should be Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Basically the same schedule that I had posted before. I'm going to repost it. It's just been delayed 2 weeks. That's it. But it's going to be the same schedule. And again, the reason why I want to do those live streams consistently is so that if you want to talk to me live, you want to have an organic conversation with me and discuss whatever topics you want to discuss, we can do that, right? Now, let me say another thing about the Telegram that I forgot to say. The main reason why I made that Telegram is so that people can go there and talk about whatever they want to talk about, people that watch me, right? And you can talk about Kim Goguen or whatever you enjoy, whatever you want to talk about, whatever news, whatever information that's out there that you want to share with people. That was the main point of that Telegram. And I liked what was happening there. I really liked what was going on there. Unfortunately, it got deleted, but that's okay. I'm making a new one, and Trace is going to run it again, and things are going to be how they were before it got deleted. So again, I encourage you to rejoin that if you can, please. And let's pretend that it never got deleted. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, I guess I'll finish by saying that the main reason why I started talking about Kim Goguen, and I might repeat myself here a little bit, but is because I really believe in what she's doing. I saw her on Carrie Cassidy's channel. I was amazed by the things that she was saying, basically. And because I've never heard anybody say those things. And I felt like I couldn't find a hole in the things that she was saying. Not to mention, she made a lot of sense of things that didn't make sense before I heard her. So I was like, this didn't make sense before, but now it makes sense when she talks about it. And because of that, she's at the bare minimum worthy of being talked about and heard. Whether you agree or not, it's your prerogative, right? Nobody's making you agree with anything. Nobody's making you listen to anything. Nobody's making you watch my channel because I talk about Kim Goguen. You don't have to do anything. Do whatever you want to do. But I feel compelled to talk about her on my channel because of the things that she says. They're important to the world. Believe her or not. That's the way I feel about it. And I'm going to keep talking about her until I feel like she's not worth talking about anymore. And I highly doubt that's going to happen. So I don't see a point, unless she just vanishes off the earth, right? I don't see a point where I'm going to get tired of talking about Kim Goguen. I really don't. She's going to have to do some really shady stuff, and I just don't see that with her. So long story short, I mean, if she does, and I'll talk about it. But I highly doubt it. We'll see, though. Anything can happen. I'll just say that I'll keep talking about her. I do believe in her cause at the bare minimum. Her trying to help humanity, trying to make things better for everybody, trying to make people think for themselves. And as she always says, she's not your savior. Nobody is your savior but yourself. That is the ultimate truth that people need to learn and realize. When people learn that and figure that out, and you start to take your power back, then humanity can start to really ascend and evolve and become what they're supposed to be. Right now, there are still way too many people that are giving their power away to evil forces or dictators or rulers or governments or kings or presidents, whatever. As long as you keep doing that, we're never going to get anywhere. It's going to remain how it is. People have to stand up, take ownership over their lives, and decide that they don't want this anymore. They don't want the system that we have. You have to fight back. That's the only way. And I'm not saying you have to hurt anybody. Literally just resist and not do the things that you know you shouldn't do just because somebody else in a uniform told you that you need to do this thing when you know that it's wrong. That's how simple it is. Just don't do what they tell you to do. It's easy. But anyways, I think I've said enough. I'm going to, starting tomorrow, talk about Kim Goguen more. Do those update videos. Like I told you guys, they're going to be like 3 episodes. How do I say this? Like a week's worth of whatever she talks about. I'm going to put it in one video. And I'm going to do that until I catch up on everything that she's talked about. And I hope you guys join me for that. So that's pretty much all I have for now. If you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to join the Telegram. I'll post it in the community link. Take care.